So today our topic is properties of determinant. See this one. You can see the properties of determinant. Okay. So the property number 1 says the determinant of a matrix and its transpose is equal. Suppose let me take let A is equal to I take 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay, let us take the determinant of A. Now determinant is so simple. Let's just cross multiplication. You already know that. So 8 minus 3. So answer will be 5. Suppose if I do the transpose, A transpose. What is A transpose means? Your A transpose is, I have here is equal to, what is the A transpose? The first row, this is row 1, will become a first column, that is 2 and 3 in the first column. Your second row will become in the second column 1 and 4. Now what is the determinant of a transpose? It will be, again you can say 8 minus 3, that is 5. So what is the final one? We can say the determinant of a matrix and its transpose is equal. That's the first property. Second property, if all the elements, let me take the cursor here, if all the elements, okay, of row or column is 0, then the determinant is 0. Let us take a simple example. Let us assume your A is equal to all the elements of a column or a row. So first column elements are all zeros. The second one is 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So what will be the determinant of it? When you try to do the determinant, you will have a positive, negative and positive sign. First we will be doing 3 by 3 matrix I have taken here. So that means 0 into, what is the cross multiplication, closing row and column, 12 minus 15, that's the first one, minus 1 into the second one, closing this row and column I have got 0 minus 0. Then the third one, that is 4 into, what is the closing one and column again, 0 minus 0. So you will finally get the determinant 0. So what does that mean? If all the elements of row or column are 0, then the determinant is also 0. Let's take the next one. The next property says if elements of a row or a column are interchanged with other row or column, then the determinant is, what is the determinant? Let us take determinant is negative. Now why should I believe it? Let me take one example. Now let A is equal to, I have 3, 4 and 5 and 6. Okay. Now I do the determinant of it. So this determinant 2 by 2 is simple. Get 3 6 are 18 minus 20. So answer is minus 2. Now when I interchange, see this is the row 1 and this is the row 2. If you interchange row 1 with row 2 and row 2 with row 1, your matrix, the reverse matrix, will be 5 up and 6. The second row becomes first row and first row becomes second row. Now what is the determinant of a new one? Let me write it as A dash. So what is the determinant of A dash? That will be 20 minus 18, which is actually 2. Now what is the relation with this matrix and this one? So we got the determinant of A dash is minus of determinant of A. So if the row or a column of a matrix interchanged with other row or column, then the determinant is negative. So the fourth property, if all the elements of a row are added or subtracted by a constant, then the determinant is added or subtracted as two determinants. Now what does it mean? So I take our example. I have elements have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. and I have 1 plus x, 1 plus y, and 1 plus z. So this is the question. Now you can write this as here addition or subtraction, addition or subtraction, addition or subtraction. So you can write it as two determinants. First one is 2, 3, 4, as well as 5, 6, 7. Then I have 1, 1, 1, plus or minus. Again you carry out 2, 3, 4, same elements, 5, 6, 7. Then you have x, y, and z. So what does it mean? If you have added or subtracted with any constant, your constant is 1, you will be writing as the sum or difference of two determinants. That is the property number 4. Now, if all the elements of the row or column are multiplied or divided with a constant, then the constant is taken out of the determinant. Very important property is this one. So you can take an example. If suppose I have Ka, Kb, and Kc. Here you write D, E, F, and G, H, I. So here this one I have a constant in the column 1. Column 1 is having constant. So I will take that constant out and write the determinant as ABC, DEF, and GHI. So if any column or row is multiplied with a constant, this is a constant, that constant is taken out of the determinant. Very important, and what I have not written here, if any two rows or columns are equal, very important, then a determinant is 0. Now what does it mean? Suppose I have in the determinant 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Here we can say the column 1 and the column 3 are identical. So determinant you need not to find, that is 0. This is very important property. Now I have some questions here. The question number 1, using the properties of determinant without expanding, you need not to expand it. See the question number 1, if you say, I will try to edit here. See, this is your column 1. Oh sorry, I will write little easily. I write it. This is your column 1, this is your column 2, and column 3. Now I want to prove this determinant is 0. So for that what I do, column 1 tends to column 1 plus column 2. Why? So that implies I will get x plus a, maybe my writing is not good, y plus b, and z plus c. This is in the column 1 has become. Column 2 will be a, b, c as it is, and x plus a, y plus b, sorry, let me erase this, y plus b and z plus c. Now what I did here in this question, I added column 1 and column 2. So here C1 and C3 are identical. That implies your determinant is 0. So no need to prove. Now we go to the second question. Let me try to edit in this picture. So this is column 1, column 2, and column 3 as usual. I want to prove this one is 0. For that what I do, C1 tends to C1 plus, C2 plus, C3. When you add these all, see here minus b and here plus b, gone, minus c plus c gone, a and minus a gone. So you will get the first element 0, similarly second element, third element 0, and remaining will be as it is, b minus c, c minus a, and a minus b, c minus a minus b, and b minus c. See, in the column 1, all elements are zeros. So you need not to prove this one, determinant is 0. Okay, so I come again in the question number 1, what we did. Question number 1, what we did? We did C1 plus C2, just we added these two, we got x plus a, y plus b, z plus c, which was identical to the third one, so the determinant has become 0. Now I have a question here before solving the third one, this one. So let's see this. Let me take the third one. I try to go with this one. See here, what we can write this one as AB plus AC if you multiply. Next one, BC plus BA. The next one, CA plus CB. Can you write like this? Okay. If you can write like this, the fourth solution, I will get an idea. The column 3 will become column 3 plus column 2. Now when you write that, your determinant will be this 1 1 1. The second column elements are same, but in third column you will get AB plus BC plus CA. You check that. You will be getting the same with this also, AB plus BC plus CA. And the last one also AB plus BC plus CA. And the column 3 all are identical, so these will go out of the determinant. Now I'll write AB plus BC plus CA 1 1 1 BC CAAB, and the last one will become 1 1 1. Now column 1 and column 3 are identical. That means your property says the determinant is equal to 0. So simple. Yeah. What about this question, which is very simple but a little tricky? 65, can you write the 65 using the column 1 and column 2 elements? Now I write 65 as 7 into 9, 63 plus 2. I write 75 as 8 into 9, let me write properly, 8 into 9 plus 3. And I write 9 into 9 plus 5 as 86. So you should get this idea. Now what I am trying to do is, you got the determinant as 1. Oh my sorry. Yeah, I have a mistake here. I will be choosing this one with this one. This color is okay. Okay, can I have? Yeah. Wow, sorry for the disturbance here. Yeah. The first column elements are 2, 3 and 5. Okay. The second column, let me write like this. Second column is, we have 7, 8 and 9. But third column 65, I am writing 7 into 9 plus 2, 63 plus 2, right? And 75 I am writing 8 into 9 plus 3. Third column I am writing 9 into 9, 9 9s are 81 plus 5. A very important topic here. In this property is all numbers are added, right? This third column elements I have written as sum of, right? So we can split this into two determinants, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and then 7 into 9, 8 into 9, 9 into 9 plus another determinant. It will continue 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 is also continued. You have 2, 3 and 5. Your column 1 and column 3 are identical, so you need not to prove this determinant has become 0. And here the 9 is, let me erase this, 9 is common. I will take 9 outside. So 2, 3, 5, I get 7, 8, 9 and again 7, 8, 9. So this column 2 and column 3 are identical, so you will get 0 plus 0, so answer is 0. I hope you understood this. We'll have a fifth question here. Now we will end this question, okay? After this we will end this question. Now it's a big determinant. I should be writing it as 2 times of. Now for this we need to get the 2 here. For that I am writing C1 tends to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Now when you write like that, the determinant will become, now see here, B plus C Oh, I'm sorry, you cannot write this one. Yeah, blindly we cannot go. We need to think about it before. Now I need to get 2. So B here, I can find the B here. So these are the rows. Row 1, okay, I'm writing little. Row 1, row 2 and row 3. Now operation here, row 1 tends to row 1 plus row 2 plus row 3. That's the operation. So the first row will become B and B 2 times, C and C 2 times, A and A 2 times. So your 2 will be coming with A plus B plus C. And then 2 will be coming with P plus Q plus R. I'm sorry, R. And then 2 will be coming with X plus Y plus Z. Okay. Now what about the second row? Row we are writing horizontally. C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X. In the same way, A plus B, P plus Q, and X plus Y. Okay, it's a big one. Now you got this 2 outside. The first row, all the elements are having 2. So I will write out of the determinant which you are studying. Now here this is having 3 numbers adding. I need A only in the first one. So let us, what we do is, I put one operation after taking this 2 outside. I'm writing all at the same time. After taking 2, that R1, sorry, not R2. I am changing R1 tends to R1 minus R2. R2 or R3, anything you can take. First of all, I took 2 outside. 2 was outside. Let me write 2 properly. 2 was outside. Then A plus B plus C, C plus A gone to B. And R plus B gone, R and P gone, then Q. Then Z and X gone, then Y. Okay. So you have here the second row is same, C plus A, R plus P, and Z plus X. Here we have A plus B, P plus Q, and X plus Y. See here the row 1 and row 3. Now we got a small link here to do R3 minus R3 tends to R3 minus R1. So you will be getting 2 outside. B, Q and Y is as it is. The second one is having C plus A, R plus P and Z plus X. What about the third one which we have changed? A B gone, so A. Q gone, so P. Y gone, so X. The last operation is R2 tends to R2, whichever we are doing that should be written first, minus R3. So the final step will be 2 times B, Q and Y, which is as it is. R2 minus R3 when we do, this is C, P gone then R, X gone then Z. I hope you got the numbers, elements, but they are in a different order. These one need to go here. That means I will change R1 to R3 and then R3 to R1. So the determinant will become negative. So A, P and X. The second one is same, C, R and Z. And then you have B, Q and Y. Still you have not got your required answer. Required answer should have this one in the second row. The last step is what? I go with R2 goes to R3. One more time, the negative comes out, become positive. So A, P and X, and then we have B, Q and Y. Last one is C, R, Z, which is your determinant. I hope you understood. We will end it.